Morning, everybody. Today I'm doing ribs on the smoker. So I had to mix up some more of my my secret rub. It's not really a secret. So I use a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt. I use sea salt. 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of the Weber's kicking chicken, and 1 tablespoon of the Weber's roasted herb and garlic. And that's what I use for my rub. I use Brenda's little spice grinder to make everything all fine, and then I just put it in a bowl, get it all mixed up real well. Then I got a shaker bottle here, and I'll get my funnel out, and then we'll pour it in the my shaker bottle. So I haven't done ribs for a while, and so I bought me a couple of racks of baby backs, and I'm gonna make some smoked corn, and of course I'm gonna do the potatoes again because I really like the potatoes on the smoker. Now the ribs take about 6 hours, and I use the 3-2-1 method like a lot of people do. I smoke it high smoke, which on my smokers 220, 225, something like that, for 3 hours. Then I'll bring them in, I'll wrap them in foil, and then I cook them for 2 more hours. And then if they're not falling apart by then, I unwrap them and stick them back on the grill for about another hour. Now, if you guys like sauce on your ribs, that's the time when you put your sauce on. I normally just do sauce on the side. I don't normally put sauce on my meat when I cook it, but that's just my preference. So looks like I got a little bit extra from my shaker bottle, so I will put that in after I get done with my ribs. So then I like to give it a good shake. And this is just an old, herb bottle or spice bottle or whatever that I kept. And I made the holes a little bigger. And it's easier for me to put the rub on the meat that way and stuff. So I will be back in a minute there after I get my ribs and everything out. So y'all stay tuned. All right, y'all. So time to put my rub on. I got my ribs out, rinsed them off. I don't peel the silver skin off. That's your choice. Puts a little crunch on the bottom of the rib for me or whatever. I've never done it. That's a personal preference. So when we start on this side, I've tried it with putting mustard on it, because there's not really no mustard on the flavor in the mustard. It just kind of helps hold your spice in, but there's really not much meat on the bottom of the rib. So I shake it on there pretty good. Let's give it a little pat in there. Flip them over and get to the business side. Now I do cover them pretty well. Alrighty. So I'll stick these back in the refrigerator until I'm ready to put them on the smoker. And then when I start the smoker up, I take them out. It takes about 15-20 minutes for my smoker to warm up. So brings them up to temperature a little bit. Don't know that it really matters that much. And then the rub will kind of soak into the meat a little bit. So then I give them another shake before I stick them on my smoker. And anyway, y'all stay tuned for the next step of the deal. So while my ribs is marinating, I thought I'd whip me up a quick breakfast. Got fried eggs, bowl of grits, cheese grits. You can see I kind of like sweet peppers and onions on my breakfast. And I got an English muffin with this homemade jam from this lady and her granddaughter that we met last weekend at the Okie Homestead. And if you're in Oklahoma, I don't know if she has shipping yet, but if you can read this, this is her contact information. And we got the apple pie jam, as you can see, and it is really, really good. We're going to have to reach out to her and get some more. So she has all kinds of different kinds of jams and jellies, and they're really good. So anyway, just thought I'd share my breakfast with you. All right, so my ribs have been in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half. I mean, you could do this overnight if you wanted to, but I just normally do it for an hour or two. So as you can see, a lot of the rub has gone into the meat. There's still quite a bit on there, but I give her another shake or two. Just kind of recover the top. I don't put it on real heavy this time because it's in there pretty good. So we'll just leave these out, and then I'm gonna go get my smoker ready. Hopefully Cooper doesn't jump here up here on the counter and take him a lick, but I don't think he will. So we'll go get the smoker ready and let it heat up, and then we'll start the cooking process. Like I said, it takes 5 or 6 hours. It's about 12:30 right now, so it'll be about 6:30 before they're done. So anyway. All right, so got my smoker set up. It's starting up. Got it set on high smoke, which is 220 degrees. I found these pellets at Walmart. Hickory and oak blend. I normally use hickory, but when I'm smoking, and I have a competition blend that I get from Sam's. But I thought I'd try these. You know, oak makes a good hickory and oak combo. Ought to be pretty good. So we'll see how they taste. I'm sure it's going to taste good no matter what. I know I'm going to eat it no matter what it tastes like. So everything always turns out good on my little camp chef. Not sponsored. It's just the one I use. So while my smoker's heating up, it takes about 10-15 minutes. Go back here. We had some storms come through last night. We didn't get a whole lot of rain, but thank the Lord we got some. Take a look. I'm responsible for keeping all of Brenda's hard work alive. It was almost 100 degrees yesterday, so our potato plant's starting to flower. So I wonder if we got potatoes getting ready. Pretty nice today. These were leaning over. I just came straighten them up a little bit. We had some pretty good wind come through. There's her little bubbler project she made. And it's solar powered. There's a little solar panel over there. Well, something bloomed. I'm not sure what these are. I can't pronounce that word. Yep, they're both the same. Yeah, I can't pronounce whatever those are, so. And one of them bloomed. Yeah, some more flowers back there. Our potato plant. I'm not sure what everything is. I know these are strawberries. Oh, we got some more blooms on whatever this is. She said this is a medicinal plant and that I need to keep it alive. Of course, I want to keep all of them alive for her. There's some pretty flowers. Herbs. I know that's lavender. Those are potato plant. There are other little bubblers working. That was the first one she had, so. There's our ginormous catnip with bumblebees all over it. And her lemon balm and oregano. Looks good. I don't know what these are, but they don't look real well. Hey, we're starting to get some peppers. Yay! Oh, that one. I don't know what that is. There's one in there. There's some bulbs she transplanted, some irises that a friend gave her. I think these are black-eyed peas. And we got some radishes going on. Looks like they're starting to pop out of the ground, so. Oh, I smell my smoker. I'd rather get those green beans off of there. Her cucumber plants got lots of blooms on it. I hear hummingbirds. I gotta change the hummingbird feed today and fill up my deer feeder, change the battery. We got a few little cucumbers. There's one trying to grow. Oh, there's a daddy long leg. Keep them other bugs off there, bud. Of course, her spinach isn't doing too good. I think she said this is squash. Yep, summer squash. It's got a lot of flowers on it. I believe it's another basil plant. There's some more flowers. So if I didn't water enough last night, the rain definitely helped. So we'll walk up here and take a look at the rain gauge and see how the other garden's doing. Yeah, we had just a few little tiny limbs, so we must have got some wind last night. So, yeah, I mowed the other day and it was mowed up a dust storm. So I'm saying we didn't even get 1/10 of an inch here. Oh, maybe 2/10. Oh, I was wrong. We got a little over 4, almost a 1/2 inch. Awesome. Soaked right into. Our soil is all sandstone. So, and clay. So it pretty much just soaks right in. This is, as you can see, it's a giant prickly pear that was tossed over here from that giant prickly pear. She just threw them over here and they started growing. And then we got more that we've thrown over there and they're growing along with the weeds. So. Oh. Yeah. Hey, looking good. That's her okra and our green beans. And I believe she said these are watermelons. Of course, we need to get some more stuff in this. But the okra's getting taller. Never growed okra before. Of course, we've never had a bigger garden before either, so I don't know if I'm supposed to weave them in and out, but she'll be back home. Oh, there's a butterfly. We call those Gigi because her mom loved butterflies. Anyway, right now it's really humid, but it's in the lower 70s, but there's no wind, which is so unusual for Oklahoma. So I got to remember to keep this shut. I got lucky the other night and I watered the other night and it was late and I went down and turned the water off and left the gate open. And luckily, as you can see, everything is still pretty green. The does are fawning, so they haven't really been coming to the feeder. It's just been a couple of last year's fawns. So there's plenty for them to eat, and they didn't go in there and eat the garden. Shh, don't tell Brenda. Oh, wait a minute. She's going to post this video. Well, I'm gonna head back in the house, and in a few minutes we'll come back out and we'll get the ribs on. All right, guys, the ribs are down. Set my timer for about 3 hours, and I'll come out here and check on it. It's smoking real good right now because I opened the lid and it's throwing more pellets to it. So it dropped the temperature down to 163. So I'll set the timer on my phone. So clean my tray up because I'm gonna need that to put it in. And see you guys in about 3 hours. Welcome back, y'all. Got about 40 minutes left for my 3-hour cook to be up, so I'm getting my potatoes ready and got my corn cleaned and got my potatoes washed and poked holes in them. I'm gonna just kind of rub some olive oil on them so salt and pepper will stick to them. Like I said, if you guys haven't tried cooking your potatoes, this is going to be a first for me on the corn. I'm sure you guys got better recipes than I got. I just kind of took them off. I'm going to use my, smoker for like an oven. Just kind of bake them. And I'm going to wrap them or rub them in olive oil too. And put salt and pepper on it. Again, I use sea salt. Pepper. Or whatever you guys want to put on the skins, if you guys eat the skin. I'm going to leave it off of one of them for, there should be one left when Brenda gets back. If she wants some. Alright, I'm going to put them on the grill, and I'm going to go ahead and put them in now, and then wrap my ribs up in foil. Alright, so I'm getting ready to take my ribs off and wrap them up in foil. I got my pan out here, so it'll be easier for me to transfer them onto the foil. I want to check them a little bit, see what the temperature is. Put in a little chicken broth, unsalted chicken broth, just to give it a little bit of liquid so it's steam kind of. Take much because it's going to make its own juice. So I went ahead and flipped my corn and my potatoes over. I'm going to put the timer in for an hour, then come out there and check them, flip them over again. One there, counting down. So I put a little bit more pellets in there, and basically it's just an oven now. That's why I left the ribs in the pan, since they're all rolled up inside of the foil to more or less bake. So they should be about done in about 2 hours. All right, guys, it's been a couple hours. We're gonna check our potatoes. Corn looks like it's done. Good and soft. Looking good. All right, y'all. Time to check the ribs. Been right at 2 hours. Some gloves Brenda got for me for Christmas. heat gloves. Boy, it smells really good. Forgot my utensils. Feel really tender. See if I can get them on the grill without falling apart. Alright guys, looks really good. I'm probably just going to leave them on there for maybe 30 more minutes. They're pretty much done. They're supposed to leave them on there for another hour and add sauce. Like I said, I don't put sauce. I keep sauce on the side. If you guys want to add sauce, now's the time to add the sauce. So they didn't fall apart, so they're really tender though. They're about to break. I'm like, no, but they didn't break. So I'll show you the finished product.
Well, Jim forgot to give us the final picture and video of what he fixed, but I got a little bit when I came back from vacation, and it was wonderful. The ribs, potatoes, and the corn. Y'all try it and let us know. Y'all come back now.